Is English really the universal language, or is it just temporary? Today, let's play with an idea. What if English was not the world's common language? Which language would take its place, and why? Stick around, because some of the answers might surprise you. First, why English? It wasn't always the top dog. For centuries, Latin was the language of science and religion in Europe. Later, French became the language of diplomacy and the elite. So why English? British colonial expansion spread it worldwide in the 18th and 19th centuries. Then, the rise of the US in the 20th century cemented it in business, technology, and pop culture. In short, English didn't win because it's better, it won because of history and power. So, if English wasn't the global language, which one might rule? Let's look at contenders. First is Mandarin Chinese. It's the most spoken native language on Earth, with over a billion speakers. But it's complex, with tones and thousands of characters, which makes it tough for global adoption. Second is Spanish, spoken across Latin America, Spain, and even the US is one of the fastest growing Spanish speaking populations. Spanish is phonetic, easy to pronounce as written, which makes it learner friendly. Another contender is Arabic, one of the world's oldest languages, key to religion, trade, and history. Arabic influenced science, math, and philosophy in the Middle Ages. But dialect differences can make it tricky as a single, universal form. The fourth one is the French. Once the language of kings and diplomacy, it's still widely spoken across Europe, Africa, and Canada. In fact, some people called it the international language before English took over. Lastly, it's Esperanto. And fun fact, this was a man-made language invented in the 1880s to be a universal tongue. Simple grammar, easy to learn, but it never really caught on. Here's a cool fact. If history had been a little different, say, if Napoleon had conquered Britain, or if China had dominated the Industrial Revolution, today you might be watching this video in French or Mandarin instead of English. Language dominance isn't about difficulty or beauty, it's about who had power at the right time. So, if English wasn't the universal language, which one do you think would rule the world? Spanish? Mandarin? French? Or maybe something totally new? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoy learning fun facts about English and languages, make sure you hit subscribe and join me here at English Fluency HQ.